substitute. Watch what you do on social media, especially in this unforgiving generation of the internet. Because it may be the reason why you never become a Chief Justice. Because one moment of a TikTok post in jest may be the day that you appear before the Appointments Committee for elevation to the Supreme Court, that it will be pulled out that you are not serious. Take your time here seriously. And then, equity deems to have done what ought to be done. One thing about law is that those of you, I know most of you come from big towns, but me, I come from a village. And I know very well that the first day that you are admitted into level 100 at the faculty, if your grandmother, like my late grandmother, likes bragging about her grandchildren, he'll go around to everybody in the village that my grandson is training to become a lawyer. So you start being called a lawyer even in undergraduate law. Unfortunately, in your era, unlike our era, where if you pass your LLB, you are automatically admitted here, you have to go through a far more rigorous process before getting here. So take your time here serious, because you are deemed to be lawyers. Now, when you go to your hometown and there's a funeral, you're not going to carry chairs. They'll actually ask you to share your opinion. That shows you that you are on the path of greatness. No matter what people say, and no matter what any pretense, this is still the most noble profession ever on planet Earth. That is why we are envied. That is why we are the only profession whose examination results is a national discussion, whose admission process is a national discussion. But the good thing is that we are the only profession to whose enrollment ceremony is shown live on television. So you know very well that we are the best. So my parting words to you is, don't lose this opportunity. Hold on to what you have. It's great. Unfortunately, by the time you'll be called, I will not be part of the brochure. This year is my last year as the president. But I wish you all the best. And as the Solicitor General said, we're looking forward to have you join us as junior colleagues. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yaobuafo, President, Ghana Bar Association. Shall we now have the representative from the General Legal Council to give us his brief remarks? Mr. Justin Amenuvo will do so. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Justices of the Superior Courts, teaching and non-teaching staff of the Ghana School of Law, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. You've been spoken to about ethics. I have just maybe 3 sentences. You will notice behind me are very distinguished jurists and lawyers. All of them are lawyers in various spheres of life. But not once did the MC or anybody refer to them as Lawyer Maxwell Opoku-Agyeman, Lawyer Yaobuafo, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want to be noticed in your society as a lawyer worth your salt, wherever you find yourself in, whatever you do with the law you are studying, let the law speak for you. Let you be known as so and so. Oh, he is a lawyer. He's a very good lawyer. Don't strive that you be known as lawyer so and so, such that lawyer now becomes a title. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Justin Amenuvo. And I thought he was also going to add that in recent times, it's also becoming part of our profession when people start referring to themselves as the first lawyer from the family, the youngest lawyer, the sweetest lawyer, lawyer cute. It's not part of our profession. This is a very conservative profession. On that note, we shall observe a period of musical interlude. I have told the DJ, or whoever he is, that when lawyers gather, we play either jazz, soothing music, no buga, no shatawale. Immediately after that, we do this as we prepare to have the Speaker of Parliament address us. So, brief. This is musical interlude, but it should be brief.
Introduce a special guest of honor. The Right Honorable Alban Sumani Kingsford Bagbin is the Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. He is a teacher, a lawyer, a politician, and a statesman. He was elected Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana on the 7th of January, 2021, thus becoming the first person ever in the history of the Parliament of Ghana to be elected to the high office of the Speaker of Parliament from a political party that is not in government nor control the majority of seats in Parliament. Speaker Bagbin came to the office of the academic achievement and hands-on experience from both the public and private sectors. The Right Honorable Speaker entered the University of Ghana in 1977, where he obtained a Bachelor of Arts degree in Law and English at the University of Ghana in 1980. He proceeded to the Ghana School of Law and was called to the bar as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Ghana in 1982. He also earned a postgraduate certificate on privatization of public utilities at the Eastern and Southern African Management Institute in 1999, and graduated with an executive master's in governance and leadership from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. Speaker Bagbin engaged in private legal practice between 1983 and 1993. In between those years, he taught law at various private accounting institutions and English language at a senior high school whilst sojourning in Libya between 1983 and 1986. After leaving in 1986, he became a senior partner in Achim Chambers, a reputable firm in Accra. He delinked from Achim Chambers to establish a modern law firm in 1994. He was the managing partner from 1994 to 2001 when his duties as opposition leader in Ghana prevented him from continuing to manage the firm. He therefore has 41 years practical experience as a lawyer and lawmaker. Right Honorable Bagin entered Parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress (NDC) in January 1992. He won all 7 subsequent parliamentary elections and decided to retire voluntarily from Parliament at the end of the term of the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic in January 2021. However, he was prevailed upon by his party to contest for the position of Speaker of Parliament, and lo and behold, he got elected Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Within this period, spanning some 20 years, Right Honorable Bagin served on various parliamentary committees and chaired several of them. These include the Committee on Subsidiary Legislation, Committee on Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, the House Committee, the Business Committee, Special Budget Committee, the Committee on Selection, the Standing Orders Committee, Committee on Members Holding Offices of Profit, and the Public Accounts Committee, among others. He became the opposition leader in January 2001, a position he held for 8 years until he became the majority leader, leader of government business, leader of the House in 2009 after the victory of the NDC in the general elections of December 2008. Speaker Bagin served as a Minister of Water Resources, Works and Housing, and later the Minister of Health between 2010 and 2013, and was the chairman of the Cabinet Committee on Infrastructure, overseeing the ministries of Water Resources, Works and Housing, Energy, Roads and Highways. In 2014, he became the majority leader for the second time, leader of government business and leader of the House, and served in these capacities for the remaining term of the same Parliament. He was elected Deputy Speaker in January 2017 for the duration of the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Speaker Bagin, thus, became the first in Ghana to be a member and chairman of various parliamentary committees, to hold the positions of the minority leader, majority leader, deputy speaker, and to crown it all, with the Speaker of Parliament, the highest office in Parliament. Speaker Bagin's numerous outstanding accomplishments include founding member of Ministerial Leaders in Health, an initiative of the World Health Organization and the Harvard University in Switzerland from 2012 to 2017. Member of the task force known as the 3 Wise Men by Ghanaians, responsible for the President's priority projects from 2013 to 2017. Chairman, Parliamentary Service Board, Parliament of Ghana. Founding member, Global Organization of Parliamentarians Against Corruption, 2002 to 2014. Chairman, Board of Directors, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. Chairman, National Advisory Committee on reforms in the water sector in Ghana. He has also had formal recognition by the President of the International Criminal Court in 1919. He is the current President, Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, current President, Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of African Parliamentarians. He has also been recognized with the Millennium Excellence Awards as the Best Member of Parliament of the Decade in Ghana. He's also had the award of Doctor of Laws, Honoris Causa, LLD, by the University of Professional Studies, Accra, in 2017 for outstanding leadership and a lifetime of dedication to public service both in Ghana and abroad. Mr. Speaker is noted for his high respect for tradition, culture, and the African identity and values. In recognition of that, he has been installed variously as a traditional ruler by 4 different traditional ethnic groups in Ghana. He has also been crowned by the Muslim fraternity in Ghana as the Saifullah, the Sword of God. He is a strong advocate for women's rights, empowerment, and equal representation in Parliament and all decision-making bodies in the world. He is principled, courageous, firm, decisive, and resolute. The Right Honorable Bagwin is a man of high integrity and a Democrat par excellence. He is married with 2 children. Distinguished guests, students, it's my great pleasure to respectfully invite the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament to the floor.
Good morning to you all.
I can't hear you.
Good morning to you all. You know where I'm coming from.
May I, with your kind grace adopt the established
protocol and proceed to give a few words. It's been quite a difficult moment for me today. I am struggling hard to humble myself before my lecturers. I have a retinue of lecturers here, some seniors who are also very close, colleagues, and very distinguished personalities that I met during the course of my journey in life. As I go on, I may have the pleasure of referring to some of them. But let me say that I'm happy I'm here today. I had to leave a conference of speakers and presiding officers of parliament in the Commonwealth at Uganda, the city of Kampala, to fly all the way through Trotro to come here to attend this very important ceremony. Because when the director actually personally got in touch with me, I couldn't resist the temptation. I haven't been here for a long time. Long time. And even though I can see some additions to what we experienced, I think the Ghana School of Law deserves better. I have just been given a different brief by the director. Now I know why he invited me to be the guest of honor. I suspected it because I'm not a lecturer in ethics. And you have a lot of them here who are far, far better than me. So I suspected that this invitation was for something else. And lo and behold, I've been told in very clear words, vigorously articulated by the director. And who am I to say no? As well, since His Excellency the President has pledged to support the school, he knows me very well. He will have sleepless nights if he doesn't honor that pledge. I'll be on him to make sure that we make the Ghana Law School not the one that was established as far back as 1959, but one that is befitting the status of the 21st century. And the first thing I personally will do is to ensure that I give you a better public address system, not what we are experiencing today. I've been to other law schools in the world, and if I had invited some of my colleagues, they would have been really shocked to know that the whole Ghana, where it all began, we are still using yesteryears. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm told it was rented. I apologize. Forgive me. This is clear message that the school hasn't even got one by itself. It's not a good message. But here we are in Ghana, more interested in politicking than in actual business. Our distinguished guests, I will not attempt to replace your lecturer of ethics, but I'll try to say a few things I learned from my lecturer, the late Vincent Cyril Richard Arthur Charles Crabb. Justice VCRAC Crabb. That is the full name. He took us for ethics. And here I have also my lecturer on insurance, who is still lecturing here. Yes, surprisingly, he's the same that I met in 1981 in this school, lecturing insurance. And he spoke the type of English that those days we struggled to understand. I don't know whether he's come down now. I had a good time with Justice Amunumoni in practice. And he also took me for criminal procedure. I'm going to say lecturing criminal procedure. You don't need any other thing apart from them. You don't even need the books. They are the epitome of wisdom. That's knowledge plus experience. I have my other lecturers here, and a very good friend of mine, a senior and a friend when I was in active practice, Justice Nene Amegache. We're very, very close, together with the former Chief Justice, Her Ladyship, Georgina Wood. We're together in the Christian Lawyers Fellowship. And you understand why he's still like this. So I will do my best not to disappoint them, because I believe I didn't disappoint them in actual practice. And I will let you know what this whole issue about ethics is about. Now, the world is experiencing an ethical crisis, and Ghana is no exception. Some of the issues facing the country are widespread misappropriation of public funds, abuse of power. We have a constitution that we are not following the dictates of the constitution, but the dictates of presidents. We have growing institutional indiscipline. The mentality that winning at all costs is acceptable, and making an exception for oneself without acknowledging any ethical boundaries. Ethical conduct of some lawyers has fallen short of what is expected of them. On many occasions, I ask practitioners these days what was happening. They say, oh, Speaker, it's not like your time. Oh. The times are different. I agree that the times are different. But we should be progressing, not retrogressing. In fact, more corrupt activities are carried out by the most educated elites than by the least educated. According to the survey titled Corruption in Ghana, People's Experiences and Views, and I want to quote from that survey, it says, people with the highest level of education were 1.6 times more likely than people with no formal education to respond that they had paid a bribe or were asked for a bribe but refused when in contact with a public official, unquote. I therefore find the organization of an induction course by the Ghana School of Law for students aspiring to become lawyers most appropriate and timely. Before I proceed, I would like to express my appreciation to the Director and Management of the Ghana School of Law for inviting me to the induction ceremony of newly admitted first-year professional law course students of the Ghana School of Law, Accra campus. I recall in 1981 when I was taken through this process. Today, the village boy is a guest of honor. And to quote the letter inviting me, I'm to share a few words with the students on the theme, the importance of ethics in the advancement of legal education and practice. I view the invitation as an opportunity for me, as the Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana, to contribute to shaping the future of young men and women preparing to become lawyers. I'm not oblivious of the advanced biological ages of some of you when I say young men and women. I recognize your biological ages, but you will all be young men and women at the bar. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you all on the admission to the Ghana School of Law. In fact, my presence has revealed to me a number of my staff who are here without my knowledge. I hope they will not put in application for me to upgrade their levels to higher positions. It was done without my permission. Ethics, in my perspective, serves as the cornerstone that professional law students must grasp from the early stages of their training. Failure to do so may lead to moral or character deficiencies from the outset. Ethics holds paramount importance for students aspiring to become lawyers. Just as the strength and stability of a building rely on its foundation, lawyers must build a strong ethical foundation. Otherwise, everything else may go awry. Success as a lawyer is unattainable without a firm grasp of and adherence to ethics. Ethics provides the essential support for a lawyer's professional standing. As we often say, ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. And what gives you that character is mostly that of ethics. The legal profession is often referred to, and it has been referred to here copiously by earlier speakers, as a noble one, and rightly so. This characterization stems from its selfless nature, sense of duty, service orientation, and commitment to the public good. Initially, we had everything in one person called a noble. He was the lawyer, he was the doctor, and he was the teacher. When we started specialization, we had these three professions called noble, learned professions. Out of the three, only one has survived and still referred to as the noble and learned. Our friends, brothers and sisters in the medical profession are very noble. So are our fathers, the teachers. But both of them have now asserted that the lawyers are the learned. And so in their speeches, when they make a mistake by saying my learned friend, then they correct themselves by saying, no, I'm not one of the learned friends. So this is an admission that we have gone ahead of them. I know we have plenty of them here who are being inducted today into the Ghana Law School. Noble professions such as law wield a profound impact on society, shaping lives, fostering growth, and providing essential services. The nobility lies in the dignity and selflessness of these professions, where individuals willingly dedicate themselves to the well-being of others. As the upholder and protector of law, the legal profession aims to serve society. I want to emphasize this. The legal profession aims to serve society. To elaborate further, the nobility of the legal profession encompasses selflessness, dignity, integrity, honesty, truthfulness, probity, and accountability, among other principles. These principles form the ethical superstructure of the legal profession, requiring only individuals of noble character to be admitted into its ranks. Your applause when the director's name was mentioned showed that he's enforcing this. Only those of noble character are admitted into the profession. Today you are being inducted to the Ghana Law School. It doesn't necessarily mean you are a lawyer. Unless you prove yourself, above all, to be of nobility in character, you will not be admitted as a lawyer of this country. In legal education, ethics guides students through the intricacies of the legal system, helping them understand the contours of professional responsibility. It instills values such as honesty, fairness, integrity, and compassion, reminding students that their role as future lawyers extends beyond winning cases and making money. It is about serving justice. And you learn that that is your first duty in the court, to assist the bench to dispense justice, not to outwit the judge to earn wealth. That is not what you are here to do. If you are interested in money, become a bank. It is banks that create money and multiply money, not us in the legal profession. Ethical lawyers comprehend the far-reaching consequences of their actions, impacting not only their clients, but the entire legal system. Lawyers are deemed as the gatekeepers of integrity, responsible for ensuring that the pursuit of justice does not compromise ethical principles. So, what is this animal called ethics? In simple terms, ethics are moral principles influencing a person's behavior or a system of moral rules. It is the study of what is morally right and wrong, guiding decision-making based on what is just and right. And this is in the Directive Principles of State Policy in the 1992 Constitution. Quite clearly, without a system of moral principles and rules of behavior, or the ability to know what is morally right and wrong, or a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong, members of a profession or group will certainly lack vision, direction, and a basic understanding of what that profession or group stands for. Therefore, lawyers will have to adhere to and promote these ethical principles, otherwise the law will fall into disrepute. Ethical lapses in the legal profession can erode public trust, breed cynicism, and cast a dark shadow over the very institution that is meant to be the beacon of justice. Every instance of misconduct, every unethical decision or conduct is a blow to the foundation upon which our profession is built. This underscores the special importance of ethics in legal education and practice. To state the obvious, legal ethics play a crucial role in the practice of law in Ghana, as outlined in the Legal Profession, Professional Conduct and Etiquette Rules 2020, Legislative Instrument 2423. I'm happy to be part of those who process this LI. The rules cover a wide range of ethical obligations that lawyers must adhere to, emphasizing honesty, integrity, and the protection of the administration of justice. Some key points highlighted in the rules include the obligation of lawyers to discharge their responsibilities with honor and integrity, the special responsibility to uphold the dignity of individuals and respect human rights laws, prohibition of lawyers from engaging in dishonest conduct or behavior likely to prejudice the administration of justice, diminish public confidence, or adversely affect their ability to practice, and the call to avoid use of false or misleading means in offering legal services, among many others. Ultimately, lawyers are to act in good faith in all dealings and avoid behaviors likely to bring the profession into disrepute. These and many more are evidence that the legal profession in Ghana places a strong emphasis on ethical conduct and integrity, and these rules are designed to guide lawyers in upholding the dignity and standards of the legal profession. And now, at the end of the day, give you an anecdote of the experience I went through as a practitioner. It is therefore crucial for aspiring lawyers and law students to familiarize themselves with these ethical principles early in the education and professional journey. Understanding and internalizing these rules will not only help you in your studies, but also prepare you for the ethical responsibilities that will carry as practicing lawyers. The mention of the duty of lawyers to expose any breach of ethical principles and the consequences for grave misconduct underscores the seriousness with which the legal profession regards adherence to ethical standards. This not only serves to protect the interests of clients, but also to maintain public confidence in the administration of justice. I want to refer to one case, and the reference is made to the case of Ward Brew versus Ghana Bar Association, number 1, 1993 to 1994, to Ghana Law Report 439. That case highlights the legal precedent that supports the importance of maintaining the dignity, honor, and integrity of the legal profession. Legal professionals have a duty to take action if they believe that the ethical principles are being threatened or undermined by the conduct of any peers or any legal body. Among the crucial educational components required for professionalism, apprenticeship to ethical standards stands out. This apprenticeship introduces novices to the integrated practice of the profession, grounded in its fundamental purposes. For those entering or returning to public service upon their call to the bar, familiarity with the Code of Conduct for Public Officers outlined in Chapter 24 of the 1992 Constitution is paramount. These rules establish minimum standards of behavior, addressing issues such as a conflict of interest, illegal acquisition of wealth, and the declaration of assets. The advancement of education, particularly legal education and practice, transcends acquiring knowledge and skills. It involves building a better future for the legal profession. This vision necessitates a commitment to ethical conduct, starting in the classroom and extending throughout one's legal career. Ethics should be viewed not as a constraint, but as a privilege to contribute to an efficient and ethical legal system. The law, as you all know, is a powerful tool, and its strength derived from the ethics guiding its use. Therefore, aspiring lawyers are urged to aspire to leave a legacy of ethical conduct, inspire trust, and serve as role models. As students, and serve, you are embarking on a journey into the legal profession. As students, you should recognize you are embarking and apply ethics as its foundation and soul. You should recognize this noble profession and apply ethics called the legal profession demands individuals who are selfless, honest, and devoted. The aspiration for students to be truly worthy of noble titles of, as you've been told, lawyer, at the conclusion of your courses, contributing positively to the legal community is what you are aspiring to do starting from today. Contributing positively to the legal community. As a young man, you are aspiring. I was a first-class student in the basic school. As a first-class student in the secondary school up to the sixth form. I was not a first-class student in the University of Ghana. And I was not a first-class student in the Ghana School of Law. In the University of Ghana. But I was a first-class legal practitioner in ACCRA. Ghana School of Law. In the University of Ghana. But I was a first-class legal the only person of northern extraction. That time, 3 regions from the north, practicing in ACCRA. The only person. I was the only person of northern extraction. That time, I spoke from the north. Neither Hausa in ACCRA nor Ghana. I was the only person. I spoke neither Twi or Ewe. Neither Hausa in ACCRA. I spoke English and Agara. Neither Twi, but my clients were more than the indigenes. English and Agara. The only reason being, by my clients, the full application were more than the of ethics of the profession. The only and all the judges I appeared before, of all the lawyers I practiced with, who attest to this fact that I was a very successful practitioner. All the lawyers. So it's not what you get in class that matters. Very successful. It's what you come out from the class. So it's not what you get in and class exhibit that and impart into the society. It's what you come out from the class. So all the big names that you've heard of exhibit in the legal practice and impart. Whether it was my director then, who taught me civil procedure, BJ Darocha, and I'm sure you are wondering where he got that name from. Who taught me civil procedure? Read further, you get to know. BJ Darocha. I will recommend one book to you, which I just brought, and I think that all of you should try to buy it. You get to know to honor the author of the book, which I just brought. Whether it's E.D. Kum, whether it's Kwame Tete, whether is my senior right honorable Ele Peter Alajete, all of them had to contend with me in cases. The only lucky person who didn't contest me in court had to contend with me was in cases and is still the president of Ghana. Who didn't contest me in court had to contend with me was in cases. But some of my people, still the president of Ghana, are or were in his chambers. Now I don't know where they are. Kwame Akufu was one of the young men who did his pupillage under me when I established the Law Trust Company. And E.D. Kum sued us for establishing a firm titled Law Trust Company. I had to go to defend the firm, and I won the case. Law Trust Company. This is what ethics can do. And I won the case. I believe in the statement. And I'll explain it to you all. This is what ethics. A good lawyer and I won the case. Is a lawyer who knows the law. And I'll explain it to you all. But the best lawyer, a good lawyer, is a lawyer who knows the judge. A lawyer who knows the law. And I'll explain it to you all. But the best lawyer, this is usually the reaction of people who hear this statement. Because I'm not sure this is usually the understand the statement. Many think that it means unlawfully influencing the judge. That is not what it means. It means we all know that the law is in the bosom of the judge. That is not what it means. How you are able to position yourself, we all know that the law is to articulate of the judge. Not only the words of civility, to position yourself, but the tone to articulate how you comport yourself, the words, how you apparel yourself and appear before the judge, how you show dignity and respect, how you show candor and truthfulness, how you are able to carry the judge along with you as you put across your case. Is what this thing is referring to. Because at the end of the day, if you are able to convince the judge that your case is right, the judgment will be in your favor. At the end of the day, that is what it's about. It's not about that your case some mischief. The judgment will be in your favor. It's not about that is what is using illicit means of influencing judges to rule or decide in your favor. And so throughout my practice, judges and some of the young lawyers, they are now very senior lawyers. Some are with me in Parliament. Had to come to me to say that I was the one inspiring them, and they want to be like me. I said, no, don't be like me. You have to be better than me. That is what progress is about. I said, no. And so as we talk to you today, I'm not expecting any of you to be thinking of being a speaker like me. So as we talk to you today, I'm looking forward to you being higher than a speaker of the Parliament of Ghana. Like me. That is what we're looking forward to. Not number one in Ghana. You may be talking about number one in the world. That is what we're looking forward to. And Ghana has had number ones many times. We have had number ones. And Ghana, not just talking about number one, Alex Kwesi being the first black man to preside over the General Assembly of the United Nations. Black man, not just being like John Mensah Saba who was called to the bar in 1896. John Mensah Saba, not just being who was called like Nana in Dr. SKB Asante, not just the first lawyer in sub-Saharan Africa to be appointed an attorney at the United Nations. Not these first. No. I mean something greater than that. And you are all capable of getting there. I mean something greater. It's a matter of vision. And you are all it's a matter of determination of getting there. I mean something. And as I often say, of vision. Determination determines of destiny. I want to end up by assuring you that I will definitely be in touch with my good friend, the President. I want to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, even though I disagree with him in his refusal to assent to our bills, and I've given notice that will be in court on this matter. In his refusal to assent to our bills, we will ensure that the Ghana School of Law becomes a better place than we have it now. We ensure, and as I depart here, I expect to see an emissary or even the director himself follow up for us to acquire a better public address system for this school. With this, I thank you all for your patience and attention. A better.
I believe it was exciting listening to the Right Honorable Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana, and he deserves yet another applause from you. Listening to the Right Honorable Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana, and he deserves yet for you students, especially those of you who have never seen him with your natural eyes, you should be happy today. You can pass from here. For you students, especially those of you who have never Thank you very much, with your natural Mr. Speaker. Eyes, you should be happy today. May I can pass from here. Acknowledge the presence of Mr. George Ufuriata. Mr. George Ufuriata, please, wherever you are, if you can, yes. I have need to acknowledge his presence and also to introduce him to you. If you can, yes. He is of the Revenue Division, Revenue Policy Division, Ministry of Finance. And when we get the clearance, he will be the one who will bring the money directly to the school. He will carry them in a bag and then bring them for our projects. So, George, yeah, I mean, that's okay, right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a very important, all aspects of this program is important. This program is the climax and very important. It's supposed to be solemn. This program, and by the nature of the program, and very important, I took a decision not to announce the one who is going to undertake that exercise. The nature of the program will be introduced to you soon. We have got to the point where induction is going to be made and perfected. And so at this juncture, I'm going to ask you are going to make and rise up. And so the men bottom up. Ladies, you can do a retro fixing of your hair small because of the nature of this exercise. And also for the pictures, it's very important. You should appear in the pictures very nice. And I'm happy to see you the way you are dressed. When I came to the law school, the rule on dressing was relaxed. And I'm happy to see you the way you are dressed. And so students could dress anyhow. Occasionally, I also dress some of the anyhow some, but mine was better. So students could dress anyhow until one day when one of the students dressed in a wooden shirt with a tie thereon. And the then director made a directive that thenceforth all students should be in black suits, and the then director white shirts, black tie. Are you not looking beautiful? Look at you. Don't you appear more noble and wiser? Black tie. Are you not looking in this? Look at you. And that is why I am a strong proponent, supporter of the way we dress as lawyers. In this. And that is why I believe that my time will still continue wearing the wig and gown. The way we dress as lawyers. It's nice. When you wear it, some spirit enters you. I believe that is good. My time will still continue wearing the and more importantly, I like the wig. You know why I like the wig? Some spirit enters you. You should know. It's good. Because it happened to my dad and I knew that it will happen to me. So I said, let me find a profession that allows us to wear a wig so that I can also cover my, you know what I'm talking about. I knew that it will happen to me. So ladies and gentlemen, shall we now rise? The men bottom up. You know what I'm talking about. Every article down. Gentlemen, shall we now rise? The men stand attention. You know what I'm talking about. every
Pick
article down.
your stools.
Shall we now rise? The men stand attention. Every article down.
Your stools.
Shall we now rise? The men stand attention. And as we wear them, let me invite Her Ladyship, Justice Abna Esuama Opon. She will be conducting the swearing in.
And I want the name to sing in your head that she was the one who saw you
in when you were being inducted.
And I want the name to sing in your head that she was the one who saw you
in when you were being inducted.
And I want the name to sing in your head that she was
Please
the one.
repeat after me and insert your name where appropriate. I believe you have copies of the oath. Please repeat after me and insert your name where appropriate. I believe you have copies of the oath. Please repeat after me and insert your name where appropriate. Please don't go ahead of me. Repeat after me.
Having been admitted to the Ghana School of Law, to pursue professional legal training, do solemnly pledge to uphold all the rules and regulations governing the course of study at the school. I pledge to uphold the standards, dignity and ethics required of the law. Uphold the standards, dignity and ethics required of the law. In and outside the school. Studying to be enrolled into the legal profession. I further pledge enrolled into the legal
to uplift the name of the Ghana School of Law
I further pledge
in all my endeavors to uplift the name of the Ghana and to contribute my quota
as a law student to the legal profession.
my quota
As a law student to the legal profession. As a law student to the legal profession.
Please sit. And let me remind you that you are supposed to append your signature. You can see the spaces. You hand them over. Let me remind you that after the program. Please make sure that it doesn't get messy. If it does, it means that you were never ever inducted and never was a student of this institution. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the presentation of awards to the 2023 enrollment awardees. If I may invite to the 2023 enrollment awardees. If I may invite to the 2023 enrollment awardees. If I may invite.
So you are reminded that at the internship program, we
donated some awards to the best students for 2023
enrollment.
donated some awards
The last one
to
was
the best
reserved
students for
so that we also have
2023
the benefit of being influenced by this important award that we're going to give to those who excel in the last set of exams. We are grateful to my Lord Nene Magache for his presence and to lead us to give the awards to those who are present.
for those who were invited by
Didn't make it to lead us without a legitimate reason. We will still take a decision on whether we still deserve it.
were invited by
So, without a legitimate reason, as you know, the best student, the overall student, is usually given the title, the Saba Award. And
For last year, that gentleman, Ebenezer Adai Osei. For last year, that gentleman, Ebenezer Adai Osei. For last year.
Now this is the last award after he has received the Heart of Your God report, 50,000 Ghana cedis. The director's book.
This last one donated to us by the Ministry of Communication. This is another laptop.
The director's book.
This last one donated to us by the Ministry of Communication. This is another laptop.
The director's book.
Now the next is the second best, Kwaku Osei Mensah. He has already received 10,000 Ghana cedis. The second best and the director's book, Kwaku Osei Mensah. This is the last set of awards to receive. We are grateful.
Next is the best
to score law student. I'm right. That is the first time we are awarding an award to the best post-law student. And it's in the person of Elizabeth Jamina. 30,000 director's book and this laptop from Ministry of Communication. Congratulations. Communication. Congratulations. The next is the second performing student for post-call, Abina Dewa Sare. Communication. Congratulations. The next also received 10,000 director's book and a laptop. Also received 10,000 director's book and a laptop. This one too. Also received 10,000 director's book and a laptop. For the best criminal procedure lawyer, Gifty Fosua Obin Ado. 5,000 plus this laptop from Ministry of Communication. Gifty Fosua Obin Ado. 5,000 plus this laptop from Ministry of Communication. Gifty Fosua Obin Ado. 5,000 plus. The next person present is for Law of Evidence, Edward Gordon. The next person present is for Law of Evidence, Edward Gordon. The next person present is for Law of Evidence, Edward Gordon. Yes. Thank you, my Lord. My Lord, the rest are absent, so probably we will deny them or reconsider. If they may come and write another exam. My Lord, the rest are absent. We are grateful. So on that note, we must show appreciation to Ministry of Communication. They donated to us 20 laptop computers. So on that note, the rest are still there. If they don't receive it, please aspire to be the best for this term. And we will still give you that award even before you go to part 2. Please aspire. So pray that they don't come for it. For this term, I must also show special gratitude to the chairman of the Legal and Constitutional Affairs and his vice. I will ask my students to pray for you so
you win your primaries. I cannot say that because I'm not supposed to. So wish you well for what you have done. The students will pray for you to have victory. And so wish you well for what you have done. The students will pray for you to have victory. And so wish you well
Thank you very much,
for what you have done.
Director of Ghana School of Law. Please, I would want to implore all of you students who are standing to take your seat as part of your training, you should know that in court you don't stand as you are doing when court is in
Section, so please find a place.
I believe you were seated before you stood up. Please come back until we have
Section, so please find a place.
I would want to be allowed to indulge myself a little by telling a very short story so that lecturers in this school will know, and particularly Mr. Maxolo Pukwajima. You need to hear this story. I don't know why you are smiling ahead of the story. When we came to part 1, you need to hear this story. He kept telling us how lawyers should behave ahead of the story. And one of such admonitions, he said it so seriously and strongly, was that as a law student, you don't have to board trotro. He said it so seriously and strongly, was that as a law student, and that even though we were not that rich, we should go by dignified transportation.
One day he came to class and mentioned one of our students, one of my mates.
According to he said he was standing at the trotro street. I don't know if you are aware, he's now a circuit judge. Yes. According to he said banana in. And he made him stand up. And he addressed him in a manner that he felt so bad. So what we did was unknown to him. Those of us who lived at Legon, you come by the trot road, then you get to Novotel. So what we did was, and then you pick a taxi. On that note, let's invite Kabunate of the UPSA Group A, Emmanuel, to give us the vote of thanks. Kabunate of the
Justices of the Superior Courts of Judicature, President of the Ghana Bar Association, representatives from the Office of the Attorney General and the General Legal Counsel, members of Parliament, our very own Director of Legal Education, and the General Legal Registrar, members of faculty, Madam President and the other executives of the SRC, distinguished guests. On behalf of colleague inductees, I wish to convey warm gratitude to you for once again a badge of responsibility. Indeed, you have distinguished yourself even with this 4 weeks having stayed in this school. And you have guaranteed us, although the journey may be rough and tough, you would be here to listen to our cries and also ensure the brighter future of our legal profession. We don't have any doubts in this confidence because you have distinguished and also ensure be it under your future of our seen a Ghana School of Law that continues to review its policies to adopt and adapt global standards which are reflective of modern legal education. Please continue. To my colleagues and myself, we say congratulations to us on becoming students of the Ghana School of Law, properly so called. As we brace ourselves for the journey ahead, ours is to do our part, obey rules and regulations, lay down protocols. Ours is to accord our lords the greatest level of respect, cooperation, and be diligent in our studies. Ours is to accord, remember the bar and beyond. God bless the Ghana School of Law. God bless us all. Remember the bar and beyond.
To show to you the book that Right Honorable Speaker has been talking about. I have autographed copy already from the author. It's a book that you must have. Critical and biographical essays of Nana Dr. S.K.B. Asante. From an African village to the global village.
You can imagine, this is all I say that what you tell the content of the book by its cover is not always true. The cover of this book speaks volumes about the content. It doesn't mean
you just make a photocopy. It's very difficult to write a book. It's very expensive. Those making copies of our books and even adopting them as your own. Your days at the school is very short indeed. Copies of our books and even especially those also buying it. Justice Chamberlain has suffered a lot as well. Even his notes are now being printed. And so, for all of us as well, Justice Dennis, Justice Senior Marks were very soon Justice anyway. So, on that note, please, buy books. These books will be available at the bookshop. I've also advised Justice Chamberlain to print it and just put his name on it. And that's what others will do. On that note, we continue to say thank you for your presence. Thank the Almighty God. We will ask that you bear with us. We know it's very hot, but we need to take some memorable pictures. And then after that, the Honorable Speaker will give us the permission to walk away with him. Thank you very much. And then after that, the Honorable Speaker will give us the permission to walk away with him. Thank you very much. And after that, the Honorable Speaker will give us the permission to walk away.
So we will take the pictures first before we do the closing prayer. And you need that prayer pictures first after you have been inducted into this noble institution. So you don't go away. In fact, nobody is leaving until the Right Honorable Speaker and the dignitaries have left. So please bear with us. Until the Right Honorable Speaker and the dignitaries have left. So please bear with us. Until the Right Honorable Speaker and the dignitaries have left. So please bear with us.
Adie pena my friend wa home and true one is adie pena I need to catch him say edu who out of coverage area I'm a beauty adie pena I'm coming in the book, cause yeah, time free, ain't you one pan, way in me, ain't me, I'm pan, kitu kwanza hapa. Oh, 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 nilimsema cancer, mami, forever be nilimsema cancer, nilimsema bakra, me tremble. Nilimsema cancer, me share some cry.
After this picture has been taken, all class reps, please come and join. After this picture, only class reps, all class reps, please come and join. And please do so quickly after this is taken. Only class reps, all class reps, please come and join. And please do so quickly after this is taken. Only class reps, all class reps, please come and join. And please do so quickly after this is taken. Only class reps, all class reps, they will come here. And please do so quickly after this is taken. Only class reps, they will come here. Do so quickly after this is taken. Representatives of the FRC, awardees, executives of the FRC, and awardees, please get ready. Awardees, executives of the FRC, and awardees, please get ready. Awardees, executives of the FRC, and awardees. The executives of the SRC and awardees, please join. Please do. The executives of the SRC and awardees, please join. Please do. The executives of the SRC and awardees, please join. Please do. The executives of the SRC and awardees, please join. Please do.
All heads of departments of the school, heads of departments, please, quickly. All heads of departments, please come in. All heads of departments of the school, heads of departments, please, quickly.
All heads of departments, Ghana School of Law, please join.
Heads of departments of the school, heads of departments, please, quickly.
The awardees, please. All heads of departments, Ghana School of Law, please join. The awardees, please. All heads of departments, Ghana School of Law, please join. The awardees, please. All heads of departments, Ghana School of Law, please join. The awardees, please. All heads of departments, Ghana School of Law, please join. The awardees, please. Right. Thank you very much. So I respectfully request that Mr. Speaker returns to his seat and the other dignitaries will take the closing prayer. And respectfully request that Mr. Thank you very much. Returns to his seat and the other Mr. Bright Jesse, President Law Christian Fellowship, if you are here, let's see you. Returns to his seat and the other Mr. Bright Jesse, President Law Christian Fellowship, if you are here, let's see you. Mr. Bright Jesse, President Law Christian Fellowship, if you are here, let's see you. Mr. Bright Jesse, President Law Christian Fellowship, if you are here, let's see you. Bright Jesse, President Law Christian Fellowship, if you are here, let's see you. May I remind you that after the prayer, we shall have the national anthem again. So, Loretta, you must be on standby. May I remind you that after the prayer, we shall have the national anthem again. So, Loretta, you must.
Respectfully, shall we all rise to our feet?
May I remind you that after the
Respectfully, shall we all rise to our feet?
Again. So, Loretta, you must.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this memorable occasion. Respectfully, we thank you for the life of the Ghana School of Law. It's our collective prayer that this institution will grow to become great and stronger. Heavenly Father, once again, we ask for your traveling mercies, even as we leave here to our various destinations. Continue to bless us. Continue to prosper us. That at all times we'll be careful not to withhold back your praise. We thank you for you are God. Amen. That at all times we'll be careful.
We shall remain standing and take the national anthem. This time, the tree version. Loretta will lead us. Remain standing and take the national anthem. This time, the tree version. Loretta. Thank you very much, Loretta. And that brings us to the closure of the program. Thank you very much. We will keep standing, and that brings us and respect the recession. The closure of the I've been instructed that there is a standing and respect the recession. I've been instructed that there is standing. My instructions are that the instructions for the refreshment is for everybody, and here everybody means those who participated in this program, not anybody passing by. The refreshment, everybody's those who participated in this program. Everybody means those who participated in this program, not anybody passing by. The refreshment, everybody's those who participated in this program. Everybody means those who participated in this program, not anybody passing by. The refreshment, everybody's those who participated in this program. Everybody means those who participated in this program. Not anybody passing by. Everybody, those who participated in this.